Good morning guys and welcome to my channel Confessions of a Gaming Mum. So you join me on a Sunday morning post run and one that was I'm pretty sure my personal best now. I'm like sailing past that what I always thought would be a really good goal. So I think I'm at like average time is like 6 minutes 23 seconds per kilometer when and I think the total run was like 32 minutes something. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the best I've done. It really hurt. But I was kind of like, I missed Thursday's run because obviously it was Bubs' first full day at nursery, so I wanted to go along to that. So I think I was kind of like, I'm gonna kick my own ass, but not in a way where I'm like in beast mode sort of thing and listen to the Tomb Raider soundtrack like oh there's a French bulldog that's just run up to a poodle and now the poodle is attacking it. So yeah, that was interesting. Thought there was going to be a big fight because it's a very overexcitable poodle. I think that a French bulldog was like hi to, and he was like yeah. So I was like, and the French bulldog was just looking like, all right. If you like. Anyway, yes, so it was the perfect conditions as well today in terms of it was bitterly cold and the sun is behind like thick cloud, so it just means that one, I don't get too hot too soon and I don't get the sun blinding me and warming me up as well. So but yeah, it was quite painful today. I don't know, it was like I went through stages where I was like in the zone sort of thing and I was on autopilot, so my legs were just taking me along, my breathing was just regular and stuff, and I felt like I was doing quite well. But then there was other times when I was just like, I think it was more when I was on like hills, climbing up hills, that I felt quite bad. Like at one point I thought I was going to hyperventilate, another point I thought I was going to be sick, but I was like, no, you can do this, you can just push yourself just that little bit more, blah blah blah. You know what I think it was? I think on one of the running groups I'm on Facebook, there was a woman that was like, after months of trying, I've managed to do 5 kilometers in under 30 minutes. And I'm like, how can you do that? That's just not fair. I've been running for like over a year and I still can't do that. So I'm kind of like angry and determined now to do the same. So that's the closest I've got. I think my quickest kilometer was 6 minutes and 15 seconds. So I've got, what was it? Well, I think I was like 32 minutes, like 32 and a half minutes or something for the full 5 kilometers. So I just need to get that 2.5 minutes off and then I'll be at that, because that is pretty much my goal. That's always been my goal since I started running, was I want to get to a point where I can do 5 kilometers in under 30 minutes. That's always been my goal. So like, I don't know if I'll ever get to a point where I can do like 5 kilometers or like 5 minutes per kilometer. Is that even possible? I don't know. But but it's like, especially when I see people, because I'm on like a few running apps and stuff, and I follow like people that I know from like work or like different like family people and like family friends and things, and I see them run for like 7 kilometers and stuff, and they do it in like 5.5 minutes like per kilometer, and I'm like, how is this even possible? I do think my stomach probably has a lot to do with it, or in terms of like my weight and stuff. Because yeah, like I said, even though I've been running for a year, my times haven't improved that much. I think when I first started running, I was doing like 8 minutes per kilometer, so I've only lost like shaved 1.5 minutes off, and I was at 7 minutes for quite a while as well. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm pushing myself to do 5 that my body's kind of going into that extreme sort of improvement like trail. I don't even know the word for it, but in terms of like, because especially like with my stomach, like when I went to physio yesterday, it just seems that my improvement sort of timeline is increasing in terms of like I'm getting stronger and fitter a lot faster than I was before. And I do think it's that whole thing of just pushing myself that little bit more. So I'm hoping today I didn't push myself too much in terms of with my stomach. Like I said, the fact I felt sick a bit of a way around, so I'm hoping it'll be okay. But I won't make that like a regular thing, I don't think, pushing myself that much. But then maybe that's just like a one-off in terms of once I hit that point, it will then get easier. I guess that's the whole point, isn't it, of pushing yourself, that if you push yourself that like to do that time each time it will get easier. So I don't know, but yeah, I got back to the car and I was pretty much hyperventilating. I think people around me were like, is she all right? Because I was just like But no, I'm really pleased with myself for doing that. And I can't wait to share with everyone on social media, like, look how amazing I am. But it's a nice chilled Sunday today, obviously because we're still in lockdown, so we can't really do anything. So I'm gonna go home, have my breakfast, have my shower, sit and chill with my family for a bit, and then I've got my live stream tonight, Team Raider Tea. We start off in Tibet. I'm really excited because I love Tibet, especially because it's all the skidoo. It's scary and it's hard, but I love it. So yeah, it's going to be a good day, I think. So I will most likely see you just before my stream, hopefully. So yeah, I'll see you later. Hello, so the shopping was nice and delayed today, so and I had a chance to at least put my makeup on. My hair's still drying and I don't like to brush it while it's still drying, so so yeah, I thought I'd show you the shop for the week. It seems a lot smaller than what we normally do. I think it's because we've kind of overstocked on different things, so so we haven't needed to get as much. But yeah, I thought I'd go through it with you and show you what we've got for the week. Don't think there's anything different, but we'll see. So starting over here, we've got our Oatly full fat, which I love because we didn't get any last week. I'm still getting sweet and soya. I actually ran out of my protein powder and I haven't got enough money yet to actually buy some more. So I'm still going to be drinking soy milk. I might do it like twice a day because I'll see what the fat and the carbs are like. But because obviously then it gives me a little bit of protein because the protein's quite good in that. Got some of Bubs's yogurts. Got my roast chicken and pancetta. As my usual for after a stream. My husband has finally managed to get hold of the cheeky tiku. He's wanted to try it for ages, but they've never had it. So they've always given him substitutes. So yeah, he's finally got it. It looks really like small. I don't know what else is in it. I don't know if it's like tikka, seitan bits or whatever. But anyway, yeah, so got some more cheese because obviously I get through that like crazy. Got some chops, although I'm pretty sure I said to him he didn't need them, but there you go. Chorizo style bangers again, our usual. Chicken style strips. Again, I don't think we need them, but they're always good to have because they're just so amazing. I'd hate to risk not being able to have them. We're going to try these because my husband was like, well, we have the Naked Gloria ones all the time, but let's try something different. So we're going to try these ones. And apparently these are really high in protein, so which is obviously good for me. So going to try them, and they're really low in carbs, I think, as well. I don't know if it actually says on here. No, it'll be on the other side, and I can't bother to look. But anyway, so got our usual meatballs. Got my cottage cheese because the lunch I had last week was really successful. This time we managed to get raw prawns, raw frozen prawns. My husband got them from Asda the other day, hence why they're not going to actually be on this shop. But got the cottage cheese. This is Bubs ham and cheese sandwich for lunch. I've got my chicken Caesar. Hubby's got a sweet potato pakora wrap because apparently that's really nice. I've also got my chicken for the week, and it actually looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's actually 5 pieces this time, finally. Got some garlic powder. We've stocked up on herbs this week, so we got ground cinnamon, ground coriander and oregano, so always run out of that. This is the toothpaste we use for Bubs because obviously not to 2 years, so it's low in fluoride, so that's good. Biscoff as well because we're running out. Lemons, although we ordered 2. I said to my husband order 2 because I thought I had 1 extra because I missed out on the run on Thursday, but then I remembered literally this morning that I still had my lemon water on Thursday, so yeah, so I'm gonna be minus a lemon this week, but it's fine. An onion because we've got quite a few onions, so we need to get through them before we start buying any more because obviously they go off in the fridge. Got my eggs, husband's crumpets for his lunch, got some bread. Bubs has got loads of raisins because he gets through them like nobody's business. Run out of coffee, so we've got some more coffee. We love these, like the eco caps, so, and it's the whole reason we bought the coffee machine as well because of the because they're really good with their compostable caps because they are an absolute nightmare like coffee caps. So if you can go eco, then do it because obviously we have to be good to this planet and shit. Baby carrots, new potatoes, crisps. I forgot what they were then. Running out of squash, so got some more of that. Got some clementines for Bubs, although we still have the ones left over from last week. And bananas. He seems to be having more bananas at the moment than clementines, but obviously we'll start giving them to him. But yeah, all in all, I think this came to about £79. I think it's more because we ordered the herbs. They tend to be quite expensive. Other than that, yeah, it's quite a small shop, but obviously not small in price. So yeah, I think it's just a few more expensive things that we don't normally get, and obviously the coffee as well. So yeah, £79.34. Just quickly looked. So yeah, that's our shop for the week. Hi guys, so it's 2:45, so about 15 minutes before I start my live stream. Still got to load up Tomb Raider to make sure it works, but I'm pretty confident it's working. It should be. I haven't touched it since Wednesday, but yeah, so I've just been fiddling with my Discord because I've just been sort of sharing the link now. I feel slightly confident enough in it that it's good enough for people to be able to join and just chat. I think that's the main thing it needs now, is just people to join and chat. So yeah, I've just been going along, seeing what I can do. I've just been playing around with the social media ones, so literally when I tweet, it will post onto Discord, just so then people on the Discord server won't miss any of my tweets and stuff. So I'm gonna give that a go. And yeah, I'm actually finding it quite interesting, quite a fun thing to learn about. I haven't done anything like this in forever. Normally I leave it up to my husband to do, but I feel like it's my stuff now. I should really try and learn these things in case my husband isn't available. Think like slowly I'll come around to learning about Twitch, but yeah, right now I'm really enjoying sort of concentrating on Discord and learning new things. Yeah, it feels quite liberating learning stuff. But yeah, so I'm feeling absolutely freezing today. It feels so cold. The sun's out, but it's really cold. But there's not really much to update. Like, we've had our lunch and stuff. That's it. So yeah, I'm literally just getting ready for my stream and playing with Discord while I wait. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun stream today because we start off in Tibet, which I think, because obviously each section of the game gets harder as you go along. So obviously it's going to be the hardest section I've played so far, but the most fun, I think, Tibet is, and it's so colourful, it's really beautiful. I'd love to see what they'd do with it if it was like if they did reboot it. They won't, but if they were to reboot it, what it would look like and stuff. I can imagine they could make it look really beautiful. But I mean, it is already now, but yeah, you can just imagine like today's graphics, how amazing it could look. But yeah, on that note, I have to, like I said, make sure Tomb Raider runs, and also I've got to sort out my Twitch title for the stream, so I need to do that. So I will most likely speak to you tonight. See you later. Good evening, guys. It's been a long evening. The stream went really well. I was really pleased with it. So yeah, so that was good. Went down for dinner, and Bubs has just been an absolute nightmare the entire time. Just like would not eat his dinner, was crying all the time, just being like really sort of like grumpy and just problem childy. Not even because he's now decided he's got a cold. So even after like the last time where you felt bad for him, because obviously he just wasn't feeling very well at all. This time he's just got a snotty nose and he's wiping it all over his face, and yeah, he's just being generally grumpy to the point that yeah, it's just really super annoying. So yeah, it was stress getting him to eat his dinner, because all he wanted was yogurt, and we're like, no, because you need to eat your dinner. So then he was screaming the place down because he didn't want his dinner. But I would not budge. I was like, no, you eat your dinner and you get nothing, because I'm not in the mood. Eventually he ate it, or most of it, had a yogurt, and then sprayed it everywhere, all over his mat and stuff, which was great. And I thought, yeah, it's best that we don't go on a walk now if he's full of a cold, because I don't really want to risk it getting worse. So literally chilled in the living room for a bit. Then I came upstairs, ran his bath, made sure it was like a little bit warmer, just to make sure, like, try and get that steam, that cold out of him. And gave him some cowpole as we got him dressed for bed. And my husband has just taken him down for bed now, so it's 8 o'clock. So yeah, we'll probably be up early because if he's going to bed early, but although it'll probably be a disturbed night if he's all, because he is really bunged up. So so yeah, I can imagine we're not going to have a very peaceful night tonight. So, and I'll most likely end up with a lurgy in the morning as well. But I need to try and get him to rest as much as possible to make sure he's better for nursery on Thursday. So, but anyway, did a few things on Discord as well. So had a few more people join, which is nice. But yeah, so what I'm doing now is just working on my Assassin's Creed video for tomorrow, and then that'll be it. Then I can just chill for the evening, I think. Yeah, and that'll be it. So I keep on thinking of like different things I need to do for like my Twitch and stuff, so I need to write them down before I forget. So so yeah, I think I'm going to do that, but mostly I'm going to be working on, yeah, Assassin's Creed. So yeah, I will see you in the morning because I'm really tired. Good boy. Oh, it fell off. There you go. Hi guys, welcome to Monday. It's just gone 2 o'clock, so I've come up to do my exercises because my husband has a meeting at 4, so obviously I have to be done by then so I can watch Bubs. So yeah, didn't really feel much this morning because again, I was just trying to, I was in that sort of, I just want to get things done rather than like having to run around, get the camera, then film it at different angles and stuff like that. So apologies for that. I will try and be more productive going forward. But yeah, I've got a splitting headache. I don't know why. I have a feeling it's because like my husband's been really stressed today, which means then that I get really stressed, which makes it worse when Bubs is playing up like he has been all day pretty much. So yeah, it's not been a fun day. Yeah, he's still full of the stinking cold. Last night he weren't too bad. He woke up quite a few times, but not as much as I thought he would. I thought we would have a really unsettled night with him, but he weren't actually too bad. Like I think sometimes like he rolled over. I think if he rolled onto his back, then his nose would really like bung up and it would sit in his throat and then he'd start coughing. So so my husband would take him and lay him on his chest, and then he'd sleep for a good few hours. So it's every time he basically rolled off that he would wake up and then start crying. So so yes, it weren't too bad. And we gave him some cowpole after his bath. So I gave him a nice warm bath, had some cowpole, and yeah, and he went down. He didn't stay in his bed for long though. I think he ended up coming down with us at like 9:30 or something, so he weren't in bed long at all. We'll do the same again tonight, like give him some cowpole before he goes to bed, and see if he can stay down in his room. But I doubt it, not because he's still like his nose is really really runny today, and he's like wiping it all over his face. He's just got this snot like covered face right now. So yeah, not fun. Trying to think what else. I think that was it really. So yeah, so I'm just about to do exercises. So this will be the first time I'm trying out the exercises that my physio gave me on Saturday. So should be interesting. So I'm not doing, yeah, there's some that I've cut out or they've kind of been merged into one, so that should save me time, but then there's a few extra ones that have been added which might make up for that lost time. I don't know. So we'll just see. Yeah, so it's just a matter of seeing how it gets on. I think the one I'm most intrigued about is the push-ups I need to do, to see how I get those. See how I'll get through those. Yeah, hopefully I'll talk to you after and let you know how I get on. Fingers crossed I don't die. And done. Oh my god, that was tough. I think I probably took just as long as I normally do with my exercises, probably because I was doing new ones, so I'm a little bit slower just trying to get my head around what I need to do. But they're definitely tougher, so that's good. I need to keep at them. My arms are My arms are killing me because I just did a load of weights, so yeah, I can't hold up the camera and like my hands are like shaking from it. But I'm like super thirsty because we've got the dehumidifier going off, so it's probably like just sucking all the moisture out of the room and warming me up, so I'm really hot. I stink, I smell really sweaty. So yeah, I need to hurry downstairs and make a coffee for my hubby, so and relieve him of Bubs watching duties, and because obviously he's got his meeting in like 20 minutes, so yeah, it was good. I always feel happy once I've done it. It's something ticked off the list. So yeah, I'll probably speak to you guys tonight. Good evening, guys. So it's 9:15. Not much has happened since I last spoke to you, other than we had dinner, did my pasta and meatballs, and then we went for a walk, which was nice. It weren't as cold tonight, and Bubs is I think feeling a lot better. Like, he's not as snotty as he was yesterday. It's more he's got the cough now, which to me normally means that the cold is clearing up because it's all going down the back of the throat sort of thing. So yeah, he's more coughy than anything. So yeah, we went for a walk, and yeah, it was slightly warmer today, I think, because it's quite thick cloud. It wasn't clear skies tonight, so it weren't so bitter. But yeah, that's it really. Now I just have to do my Tomb Raider 2 live stream video, as in like just edit it, get it up on YouTube, and then that's me done for the evening. And then tomorrow I have my run in the morning, which I'm starting to look forward to each of my runs. I tend to hate them when I'm on but afterwards I love them, and before I do them I love them. Well, I don't love them when I'm having to wake up at like 7 o'clock in the morning to get up to go and do them, especially if it's really cold and dark outside. But the thoughts there and the motivation's there, it's all good. So yeah, here's hoping I can do really well tomorrow. I doubt I will, because I have a feeling Sunday was just a fluke, but we can see. But yeah, so I better get on with this video so then I can enjoy my evening and just chill out with my husband. So I shall see you tomorrow, hopefully after my run. Good morning, everyone. And the sun is like blaring right in my eye. Oh my god. So that was a really tough run again. I think there's two factors though as to why it was really tough today. Considering Sunday, I was going to say Tuesday, but today's Tuesday. Sunday, it was really cloudy and also really cold. So in that sort of, those sort of conditions, I find it really easy to run because I don't get too hot. Obviously it was a struggle on Sunday as well because I was pushing myself to run faster. And again, I think it's more my breathing, like my legs are getting tired, so I do feel like I could stumble at any moment, but obviously I'm just really careful with that. But more it's just like, yeah, it's my breathing. I can find myself getting like really tight chested. But yeah, today it was the same in terms of, I felt like my legs were getting tired, so they were in that sort of like, I could stumble over like the smallest, there's a hair in my eye, I could stumble over like the smallest pebble sort of thing. So I still had that, I still had like the tightness in my chest, but it was also the heat, because today it's cold, it's like quite bitter, but the sun's out, so it doesn't take long at all for me to warm up. Literally I'd like rolled up my sleeves and undone my thing before I'd even got to the end of the first kilometre, so it was that warm. So there was that. I'm still sort of like really tight chested at the moment. I wonder if I'm gonna, because I don't know if anyone else has had that before, where you get like the pain in your ribs like a couple of days after running, as if like you pulled the muscles in your chest from breathing so hard. And so I feel like I'm probably gonna pee tomorrow. Anyway, yeah, so it was the sun being out, and also I didn't have my lemon water this morning because where I've only got 2 lemons to get me through the week. I woke up this morning and I was like, I just really wanted to get out, so I was like, right, I'm gonna have my tea and then go. I'm not gonna piss about with lemon water. I don't really fancy it. I'll probably regret it if I don't have it, but we'll just see how I get on. So I think that's shown me, and like I've literally just drunk, this was full when I got in the car, so yeah, I've drunk most of that. I don't know, what is the thing on it? 750 ml, so I've had probably about nearly 500 ml since I got back, and I'm still feeling really thirsty. So I definitely think it's the lemon water really does help, because I've not had to do that with water in a very long while, pretty much. So yeah, I definitely think that's a factor. I definitely think if Thursday is like this, in terms of the sun's out, I'm actually going to wear my vest top. I'm going to start wearing my vest top, because I do think this is good when it's cold, like, so it's good like when I'm getting in the car, and then when I just first start running. But then the rest of the time it's just a real struggle, because I just feel so hot and bothered and stuff. So yeah, I think it's time to maybe ditch this and go for my vest tops again. But despite that, it was a really good run in terms of, yes, I did feel like I was dying. I did feel like I was going to be sick. So the same as Sunday. But I really sort of surprised myself. I must have misheard, because I have it where in every kilometre the tracker tells me, one, how far I've run. So it says you've done 1 kilometre. It then says how fast I've done that kilometre. So that's how I'm able to pace myself for the next kilometre. I'm able to say like, oh, I can take it a bit easier in the next one, or let's see if I can do it a bit faster in the next kilometre. So she tells me how far I've run, how quick I've done that kilometre, and what my average pace was. So as each kilometre goes on, the average obviously differs. So I must have misheard how far I'd done on the 3rd and the 4th kilometre, because I thought it was around the 6 minutes 20 something mark. So yeah, and like by the time I got to the end of the 4th kilometre, I really wanted to give up, and I was like, no, I'm determined to keep this streak up of 5 kilometres. I don't want to like go back to how I was. I want to just keep pushing for the 5 kilometres. If I don't get the times, if I can't do the times, then I need, the main thing I need to keep up is the distance. So that's kind of what's keeping me going at the moment. So yes, I was like, I'll slow down a little bit. Got back to the car and looked at my average, and I was like, why does my average say like 6 minutes 20 or something, when I'm pretty sure I was like above that for each kilometre. Got back and I was like 6 minutes 12 or something for the 3rd kilometre, and then 6 minutes 15 or something for the 4th. So no wonder I was knackered. But yeah, and then I checked my final time, and I was like, I can't remember what my final time was on Sunday, but it wasn't far off that. And yeah, and I just checked, and I'm 6 seconds slower today than I was on Sunday. And when you think, like I said, you've got the different factors today in terms of I didn't have my lemon water, the sun's out, so it's made me really hot. And I haven't had the recovery time either that I had on Sunday. So yeah, I'm actually quite impressed with how I've done today. Not a personal best, but not far off, god damn it. So yeah, I'm really pleased with myself. And I'm definitely in that sort of frame of mind now where I'm just like, I just need to keep pushing myself. And yeah, it does make me suffer while I'm doing it, but the sense of achievement I feel afterwards is quite addicting. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep at it. I don't know what the time is. It's 9 o'clock. So yeah, I'm going to head back. It's actually the earliest I've got out in a very long time. But yeah, so I want to head back because I know my husband is extremely busy. So yeah, I want to head back and relieve him of Bubs' duties. Bubs had another disturbed night last night, but I think it was more, he was still really bunged up. It's one of those annoying things, isn't it, when you feel like you're getting better from a cold and you're fine during the day, and then you go to bed and it's like it comes back with a vengeance. So he had a really bunged up nose, and it was more his cough, because I think obviously like the mucus and stuff is getting thicker, so it's just sitting on the back of his throat. So like the amount of times he did actually wake up and it sounded like he was choking because he just had all this crap in the back of his throat. But yeah, he had a very unsettled night last night, which is really annoying. But he does seem to be getting better during the day in terms of he doesn't sound so bunged up. Once he's woke up, because this morning he woke up and he was just like hacking up so much stuff. But yeah, hopefully he'll be fine for Thursday. I really hope he'll be fine for Thursday. I don't want him to miss it because of something he caught on the first bloody day of going. So yeah, we'll just have to see. But anyway, I need to head back and have breakfast and stuff. I'm not hungry, I'm just really thirsty. So have a nice big glug of water, I think, when I get in. So I'll see you back at home. Good evening, guys. So apologies for not vlogging anything at all today. It's just been one of those days. I've been quite good at getting the last few days my housework done before the days it's supposed to be done, like the day that I allocated it to. I think that's mostly because a lot of the time Bubs has actually been quite docile and just been sitting there playing noisily or watching Blippi or playing on its tablet or whatever. So yeah, it's meant I've been able to get a lot of things done undisturbed, like my husband being undisturbed and stuff. So that's good. In terms of, Bubs has been quite good today in terms of not really showing any signs of having a cold. He's had like a few choky moments where like he really sort of like coughs quite a lot, but that's been quite rare. It's not been something that he's really done much of. Although earlier he kind of just like crashed on me. It must have been about 2 o'clock or something. I was sitting in my room, he was playing in his room, I was just sitting in my room listening to a bit of music while he was playing, and then he came in and sat with me and then just got really sort of grumpy and then cuddled up to me and then just completely passed out. And like you could hear like he was snoring, like his nose was a bit bunged up, and every so often he'd cough. And then he woke up because obviously he was stuck to me, and because our bedroom is on the side of the house where the sun comes round in the evening, so it was getting really warm, and I had the dehumidifier on because I'd done a wash, like his clothes wash, so it was quite warm in there. So he woke up and he was just absolutely like slick on the side, like with sweat where he'd like laid on me, so it was all sweaty. So he woke up like really groggy like me, but I think he needed that sleep in terms of because I think he had quite a disturbed night last night, so I think he needed that sort of nap to try and catch up a bit. But it's 8:30 now. He's had his bath. It was again quite a warm bath just to steam out all the mucus and stuff. So we'll just see how he sleeps tonight. He's not really coughed or anything. He sounded a bit bunged up when we were getting his pyjamas on, but he hasn't coughed. So it's just it's going to be interesting to see what he does in terms of when he actually finally falls asleep. So hopefully he'll be okay, but we'll see. But yeah, other than that, I've not really done much today. I watched a few vlogs while he was asleep. So that was nice. I just laid there like cuddling him, and because again, where I'd done all my housework, I didn't really need to do anything. I gave my husband some peace because I think he had a few like work phone calls to deal with. So, but yeah, other than that, nothing else really to talk about. We didn't go on a walk. Because normally what happens is like Bubs will say walk and we'll say after dinner, and then after dinner he'll say walk, but he didn't even mention it, didn't make any sort of like hint that he wanted to go out. So I do think he's been quite tired, quite lethargic today, in terms of he's still been running around, but just in a limited sense, in terms of he's just not his usual full sort of like tearing around the house or mid. He's still been tearing around the house, just not 100%, probably at like 75%. So so yeah, I think maybe I think last night was so much of a disturbed night that it's meant he's not really felt 100% himself. So yeah, again, we'll just see what he's like tonight and tomorrow. So but other than that, yeah, I can't think of anything else to say. Other than I've got to edit my vlog for tomorrow. Obviously I've got my stream tomorrow, but now I have 6 hours on Thursday to do whatever I like. It means that I don't have to worry about Thursday's video because I can do that on Thursday, which is great. So yeah, so tonight is just about concentrating on tomorrow's vlog, get that done, and then hopefully I might have an evening again. It's been nice having an evening, not just being stuck in here all night. So obviously I have to do that on a Wednesday anyway, because I'm live streaming. So yeah, so hopefully I can get that done early enough tonight that we can then head downstairs, have a cup of tea and just chill out on the sofa. So yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media, all the links will be down below. And on that note, I'll say love you guys, and I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.